So about 3 years ago, I was working at UNC Chapel Hill and in the library world, and I felt like I was at a point where I can do this for a company full time and pretty much just put my resume together, put my portfolio together, and took that chance in a tech company out of San Francisco. They were looking for somebody to help with their podcast, and I ended up getting the gig. It was crazy. I had to interview with somebody in India because the founders are from India.
Nice.
So I had interviews 3 mornings in a row. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy.
And I was half asleep, but I was still able to make a good enough impression. And we've knocked out 2 seasons of the Breaking Changes podcast, where we interview some of the top leaders in tech.
Yep.
And it's been a learning experience because creating podcasts independently versus creating it for an enterprise is two completely different ball games. You have to go through a whole lot of hurdles to get a show out for a company that is public and on the verge of going, that's private on the verge of going public.
Yeah.
Like you have to get so many approvals.
Oof.
And it's a challenge a lot of times. It's completely different, but just being able to navigate and exist in both worlds, it serves me on both ends because what I learn with Breaking Changes helps me with Forecast Media, and what I experiment with Forecast Media helps me with Breaking Changes. So it pretty much makes me a total package, I feel.
I really agree with that. I think that it's so great to be able to explore different things and different passions and different hobbies and side gigs. And a lot of people might say, oh, you're spreading yourself too thin. But I'm of the philosophy that the more you do, as long as you manage your time well enough, it gives you more creativity and more inspiration that cross fertilize each other.